Welcome to the Toxic Shock podcast. I'm Drizzy.
Lemke, what's good,
How are we
guys?
doing?
Not too bad. We got snowed in, or I mean, I did at least. I didn't go to work today because couldn't get out of said driveway.
So you got kind of snowed away from me.
Yeah.
But that was no problem at all.
No, the snow problem was me having to dig out half my driveway, and it took me 2 hours. That's quite upsetting. But you know what? We're still making the podcast work. So here we are over Discord.
It took me 55 minutes to get out of the driveway, so I definitely feel you there. But my driveway's a wee bit smaller than yours.
Yeah, unfortunately, my dad has a snowblower, and it just throws the snow, right? But it broke, so I had to dig the rest out. And unfortunately, it was the whole side of the driveway that my car was buried in. So he was getting rid of all the snow so that way the driveway could be usable. Thank God, because if not, then we would have been really fucked. But my car was still fucked. So
yeah, well,
yeah, it is what
could
it
be
is.
worse, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
But you know what the difference between beer nuts and deer nuts are?
No, I don't.
Beer nuts are about 45 cents. Deer nuts are about under $1. I fucked it up. And deer nuts are just under $1.
Fuck me. Dude, that was good.
That one's pretty cash money. That will be tied in. Baby. Yeah, that'll be tied in a little bit later. For when I talk or ask you the question. A question that I have for you. But
Is it about nuts?
No. Unfortunately not. I mean, do you want it to be about nuts? I mean, I can make that happen.
I don't know. Depends what it's about.
I guess we'll find out. Under $1 at least. But music releases. Boyster by Underoath. Sorry for the wait. I believe the fourth one. Yeah, by Lil Wayne. Oh, what the future. Weird title by Fit for an Autopsy. Oxy by Excursion. And then From a Bird's Eye View, Crode? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Cordae. Crode?
Sounds about right.
Cordae? I think it's Cordae.
Cordae?
Cordae. Do you have any music releases that came out that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, well, for one, I'm real mad about this Lil Wayne because that album came out like 8 years ago. And I listened to it thinking that it was a new album, and it wasn't, and I was real pissed off.
Oh.
It came out before the Carter 4. And I was like, son of a bitch! But I didn't even realize it until I was on song 11. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
How could you be mad? You thought it was new content.
Yeah, but that, when you listen to something, you're like, man, this is really good, but I don't know why. Because I already knew it.
You already had the nostalgia from it, huh?
Yeah. But also Earl Sweatshirt just came out with a new album called Sick. Okay. He's kind of associated with Tyler the Creator, Odd Future, that type of music. God. Jim Jones just came out with a new album, Gangsta Grills, We Set the Trends. Okay. Jim Jones was back in the Who Else Santana, back when Lil Wayne had the Carter 1 out. Stuff like that back when I was in high school. Okay. So he was with Dipset and stuff like that.
Cool.
Think there was anything else that was on my brain. I mean, obviously I was listening to that new Underoath.
Yeah.
And then I did check out a little bit of that Fit for an Autopsy because I saw your little face pop up.
Yeah.
So I was like, that means I should listen to it.
Really good album.
I'm gonna give it some more.
It's 6 songs, I believe.
Okay.
I lied. It's 10, but I only have 6. Why is that? Huh. let me figure out that at a later date. But yeah, yeah, I only have 6 on my computer at least. Maybe I'll listen to the whole thing on my phone. Not sure, not worried about it. But that Fit for an Autopsy was really good. Seeing them
Yeah,
live with Fit for a King, and the lead guitarist and the lead vocalist. When we were outside waiting in line, and it was cold as fuck because it was like February, March, and it was just blistering fucking cold and terrible. And
yeah.
basically, what happened was he came outside, they were fucking shooting the shit, and he was just telling us, he goes, man, I want to be like old school fucking death metal, dude. Like, I'm about to like fucking dive off the stage and step in with my fucking guitar, dude. And I was like, bro, that would be so lit. And it was on the
Right
small
though.
side of the Agora too. Like, I don't know if,
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. You know,
Yeah.
because like that's where Mushroom Head played, right? They played on the small side, didn't they?
No, Mushroom Head always got the ballroom.
Okay, so they got the big side. Oh, that's
Yeah.
where all the merch stuff was when we went last. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, I remember being over
But
there for some reason.
they used to do like the like openers would be over there. Same with like at Peabody's. I saw people in that little Pirates Cove.
Oh, okay. Never been to Peabody's.
It
Didn't.
would, dude. It was such a crazy place. They had like 3 different venues inside of there going at one time.
Yeah, I don't know why it closed down.
They broke a lot of laws there. Like
Well,
they would oversell shows by like 300-400 people, like over their like occupancy. I was at a Mushroom Head show and the cops had to like push people out because it was so overcrowded. It was an old school show. And Mushroom Head just kept playing while the cops were dragging people out. Because they did so originally they did like an old school show at Peabody's and it was supposed to only be like one night. And it sold out, I think it was like 3 hours. So they
damn.
made it a second night and then they just oversold the second night.
I don't know. Yeah, that's just dumb to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and I mean, this place was already wall to wall. Like, it had like one bar, and it was in the middle, and then you would like walk towards like the stage area.
I don't know. That's weird. I don't like that. Uh, but
But
yeah,
it was definitely a vibe, like seeing certain bands there.
yeah, for sure. I mean, would have had to have been. I remember, or I hear a lot of stories about it. I just wasn't going to like metal shows like that back then. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
just wasn't a thing that I was doing at the time. I wish I was. I wish I got into music sooner. I mean, I've only been listening to metal since like 2015, so really only like 7 years,
yeah.
which is
I'll
kind of
say
crazy.
9, hell, 11 years before that is when I saw Mushroom Head at Peabody's.
Yeah, that's vast difference.
Yeah, because I was 13, so that was 20 years ago. I saw Mushroom Head at Peabody's for the first time.
Oh yeah, that's fucking dope.
Right.
Yeah,
I also saw Trapped that same day.
no way.
Um,
Oh, keep you.
yeah. So, I was at Gravity Games. Have you ever heard of the Gravity Games?
No.
So it's like the X Games, which obviously you know what those are.
Yeah.
But it was like kind of like its own branch off, and it came to Cleveland, and they set it up all in that back area behind the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like it was like spread, like it was a whole area.
Oh yeah.
Um, and in that field, I want to say it's where they did the AP awards outside, like that field.
Okay.
That's where they had like the stage, and each night they had live music, but like throughout the day they had like little people that you've never heard of. And I was one of like 22 people in the crowd for Trapped, and he handed out his like little demos, and it had Headstrong and Still Frame on it, and that was all before he even had an album.
Huh. Wow. That's
And
nuts.
then yeah, and
Yeah.
like my dad saw me vibe into it, and he like opened up the scene, like that little magazine,
Yeah.
like the newspaper, and it said Mushroom Head live at Peabody's, and it was that night, and he was like, "You want to fucking go?" I was like, "Sure, Dad, let's go."
Hell yeah. Pretty dope.
Yeah, so that's why that band has like such nostalgia to me, and that's why like going to see him means so much.
Yeah. I understand that. Like that's like a lot of like the older bands, like the butt rock bands. Like I would love to see Nickelback live just once because like I think it'd be cool for like Evanescence, Linkin Park. You know what I mean? Just like those old school like bands. I would love to just see because like it would be so uh nostalgic for me because I just like that's what I grew up listening to and
Yeah.
like when we do the Eminem tier list, which will be next week because that's got to be something that we do together.
Yeah, most definitely. We
Yeah,
can't really do that in separate places.
I mean we could, but it would be ass. It wouldn't be as
Be
good.
much harder.
Yeah, um, not worth it in my opinion. But
Nah.
I would also say that it would be much more like, interactive if we were together as well. But yeah, it's just like nostalgic because like I grew up listening to it. Like I would love to just see those bands live. Um, and speaking of that, Under Oath has been around forever. They
Yeah,
started in
seriously, so long.
like I think '98. I think they started.
I know it's been a while. I've only seen them one or three. I lied. I've saw them 3 times. I've only been to their own show once.
I saw them twice. I'm going to see them a third time here in March with Spirit Box
Nice.
at Agora. So
I saw them. Who did I see them with? Thursday. That was who I saw them with most recent time. Thursday did the full like a full set from their most most treasured album that everyone always goes for with them.
uh, see.
I actually got thrown out of that show. That was at House of Blues, but I got to see what the back of House of Blues looks like.
Which
Like
is
they literally
everybody's dream.
escort you down this like hallway that like shoots you out by like where they take the trash out into a side alley.
Where the homeless live, you
Yeah,
know?
but that's what happens when you get in a fight in a mosh pit.
Yeah, just don't do that.
It was I didn't start it, but I ended it.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
It was my friend. You know, you got to help your if someone was to punch you in a mosh pit, I feel like I would probably have the same, if not worse, reaction. So
Nah, I would just diffuse it, be like, yo, just you want to stay here, then don't fuck with me. That's pretty much how I would handle that situation.
well,
Cause
so like if dude's like pushing you put like actually like for a reason, and then like swings on you.
oh, I would let him swing, and then be like, yo, listen, let's not do this. And then we would go down, and because I don't wear glasses at venues, that's not a thing that
Right,
I do. So I'll fuck a dude up. I'll body slam a motherfucker.
right.
I have suplexed people before.
Touche.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I would try to diffuse it first. I mean, um, because I want to be there, watch the venue. I know he wants to be there to watch it too. So I'm a non-confrontational person unless provoked otherwise. I try to think with
Yeah,
reason
me
first.
too.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
Now let me drink some of my voice of reason.
Yeah, yeah. Voice of reason. But yeah.
Bro,
So,
can I actually tell you about this beer because I think you would like it?
Bud Light.
It's
It was a joke. It's a
um
Ryan
no, it's
Geist.
a it's a Pepsi. If you've been in our TikTok lives, it's Pepsi.
Oh, I
Yeah,
haven't been.
dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, the yummy Pepsi, huh?
Yeah, so this is it's a winter white ale with ginger and grapefruit peel,
Huh?
and it's like subtle. I don't know if you've ever had a winter ale. They're like they're made for the winter time, but they're not like a Christmas ale.
Yeah,
But they have like those like rich tones, but they're very soft and subtle.
I'd have
Like
to.
I don't know if you've ever had Cold Snap by Sam Adams or anything like that.
I probably have, dude. I'm so bad with remembering
I know.
names and fucking. songs and titles. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, I've heard that song. People are like, if you had this
You're
song,
like
blah
Drake.
blah blah
Drake
blah.
gave me that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't fucking know, dude. Like, what do you mean? I don't.
Right. I'm like, just fucking play it for me, and I'll tell you.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly how I am. Because like, I don't pay attention to things like that. That's why like I'm so bad with names. Like even if it's like shit that I fuck with heavy, like the Architects, dude. Sometimes I just forget the names of songs, and I'm like, dude, I know like what album it's on even, and I know the album art, but I don't remember the album name. Like
Well, yeah.
that happens so often with me. Yeah, more than not. But yeah,
Oh, 100%. Dude, I couldn't tell you an album name for like most.
oh me either. Uh, oh, actually, that's not true. I did remember I pretty much got on Raps, Avenged Sevenfold, the Architects. I know most
Yeah.
of Parkway's, you know what I mean? So, like, my top,
Yeah. So you
uh,
got some.
yeah, for sure. I could probably name, like, not all of them, because all three of them have ridiculous amounts of albums.
Like me trying to name ICP's albums.
Well, then you got little offshoots of like, oh, this was just Violent J. Oh, and then you know
Yep.
what I
Yep.
mean? Like he's got 47 things, and then ICP as a group has 19, and then you know what I mean? So
Right.
each rapper also has, or artist, I don't even know if they consider themselves rappers.
Who
Uh,
knows?
not me.
that
But yeah. That Under Oath album, what? Under Oath
bad that boat. Do it out.
Under Oath album was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I got more of like a punk vibe from it though. Like more of like a punky vibe with his screams a
Yeah,
little bit in some of the
it,
songs.
it definitely had a way different vibe than they
Yeah.
normally do.
Yeah, I thought it was heavier than what they've previously done. But I think that's because when I think of Under Oath, I think of Writing on the Walls.
Yeah.
Their most recent album, or their second most recent album, was Erased. And I felt like that was a good mixture of it was more of like a day to remember album, like kind of like Bring Me the, or not Bring Me the Horizon, Jesus Christ. Well, Bring Me the Horizon Sempiternal was kind of like that one, the Erased album, in my opinion, and
Yeah.
also like the Day to Remember. uh well, I can't remember the White album with the hourglass on it. God damn it!
What separates me from you?
I don't think that's what I
You
was.
said with
Yeah.
the hourglass on it?
Oh, maybe I'm thinking because I thought for some reason that was the one with the eagle on it, but
Because that's a I hate this town. It's so washed
yeah,
up,
Signs
and
of,
all my friends don't give a fuck.
yeah, yeah, that one, that album.
Yeah, what separates me from you?
Yeah. For some reason, I thought that was the brown album with the gold eagle on it, but that's not it. That's for those who have heart and believe.
Correct.
Yeah. So, but yeah, uh, thought this one was a much heavier though, which I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I've listened to it probably 2 or 3 times already. So I'll
I've
probably
only gotten one listen in, sadly, but I will get more.
yeah,
Normally when we talk about an album, we're like, all right, cool. So this is what came out. We got a week, but like we're trying out these new things. We're just kind of listening to
yeah.
music to listen to music. That way we're not boring your asses.
Yeah, because then it just seems like we're trying to like make an album like review like, for like no reason. And then it's like, well, we don't care for this. It's different if like we do like a music video reaction because it's one song. And then if you're not enthralled by the music at all, you could just be like, or you can just react to the music video. Or you can
Right.
break it down a lot more and react to what they said, if that. So like it's just a little different. Because I am doing this thing where I'm listening to pop music for my second channel. Um, that because I know he's not gonna like it like a lot.
Who, me?
Yeah, because you don't really fuck with pop music, but like I'm
It
going.
depends. I mean Justin Bieber hit my top 25 songs.
Yeah, true, but this is all female artists, so you're not gonna like it.
Nope, you lost me.
Yeah, so right now, but I'm gonna do a male version. I'm gonna do a male version because I have a new segment where, in my metal opinion, I'm reacting to only music that's not metal.
Bro, can you like talk like in a metal voice?
No. I would like to keep my larynx intact.
Are you gonna wear like an Infinite Annihilator shirt while you're like reviewing Taylor Swift?
I don't listen to Infinite Annihilator enough to have a shirt by them. Listen,
You know what I mean?
you don't buy a shirt that you don't fucking listen to. That's like the classic one where people listen or have a Nirvana shirt, and then the dude plays "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and they're like, "Yeah, do you know who this is?" And then they zoom in on their shirt. Are you sure?
Well, right.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think of like the most brutal, like like a crazy like shirt.
Well, it's going to be different because I'm comparing artists. I'm not.
Oh,
Yeah. So like I'm
valid.
like doing like due diligence with these individuals, and but so like some of the artists I'm listening to are like Allison Carter, Lorna, Lauren Gray, Tate McRae, stuff like that. Like, I don't know if you've heard of any of them. I don't want to give away the top two. So, gotta watch the video for that.
So is that going to be on Toxic?
No, that's going to be on my second
like...
channel.
Oh,
because
I thought that'd be a cool like Toxic Shock presents Lemke's pop moment.
but you missed the whole.
I know.
It's going to be like R&B and hip hop.
I know. You missed the comedy. I don't have you right here to smack the comedy.
All right, Arnold, calm down. There's no chopper in sight.
God, get in the chopper.
Yeah, but I've been listening to a lot of those artists right now too. Anything else you've been listening to other than the Lil Wayne album that you're so mad about?
So
wait, did we talk about that on here?
The Lil Wayne album?
Yeah, and how pissed you off?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't remember.
Yeah, we just talked about it. I think. Pretty sure.
All right. Well, summarization. He's pissed off because it was like came out in like 2012, and it wasn't new. It wasn't actually new.
Yeah.
But
it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
No new music that you like?
I definitely lost my whole train of thought.
I fucked you up.
Bro, so you know how you've been saying like you enjoyed Ice Nine Kills, but it was more like their earlier stuff. So I've actually been going through just listening to Ice Nine Kills on shuffle to kind of catch all the different vibes, and I'm definitely catching what you were saying about like how their earlier stuff, because I hadn't really listened to much of their earlier stuff. Like I've only listened to more of the horrorcore.
Ice Nine Kills tier list? Question mark.
It'd be a very slanted slope.
But you'd have to make exceptions.
The exception in me is you.
You gotta make the tier list based off of what you think their best albums are, not like overall metalcore.
Yeah, no, I know.
So like if the Silver Surfer 2 or Screaming at the Silver Surfer or whatever the fuck it is.
the Silver Scream 2 Welcome to Horrorwood.
Yeah, that one. If that's not S tier, then
I'm very proud. Tell him I'm very proud that his bed is made.
I gotta
Vince
present.
Said he's very proud that your bed is made.
I gotta present, you know.
He said I gotta present, you know.
Yeah. Also, here, you want to see my Meowser? Meowser.
He's already gone.
Well, fuck Vince.
That was our 7 seconds of Vince.
Yeah. I love that he had to come over here and appreciate my made bed. Lit. But yeah, so it needs to be S tier for you, and it would surprise me if it wasn't. So I guess we should do a tier list and see, because the M&M tier list, you're gonna be surprised because like I broke it down a lot.
You ain't gonna be surprised with mine at all.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 1A, rest F.
All right, then you will be a little surprised with mine.
I don't think so. I think I understand where most of your S tiers will be and your A tiers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, my R tiers.
R tiers. Was this
Arrgh. I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
either.
feeling myself.
Apparently so. But yeah. So, question for you, Drake. Do you drink warm beer? And when I mean warm beer, I mean like cellar temperature warm beer.
Wait, as in like I grab it right out of my pantry during the winter, or I grab it out of my pantry in the summer?
So, cellar temperature is about 54 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
So it's not like cold, but it's not warm either.
It
Because it's from so the logic is it's normally stored in wine cellars in like England and stuff. So
okay.
it's a bit colder down there, and it's not
Okay.
like exactly refrigerated, but it doesn't get like too hot. So it's like 50 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe. That's
Okay.
what I was that is what I was told, and I was talking to somebody about this, and I was just like, that's kind of fucked up. I would never do that. And then I
So
was
it
thinking
depends.
about it.
It depends on the type of beer. So I can't actually like answer that completely. So I actually was over my buddy Brent's house on Saturday, and he stores all of his like bourbon barrel aged in a like cellar like that. Like he has it like to a certain like temperature controlled room.
Hmm.
But it's like the same. It's just like a little like open it up like cellar essentially. So they're not like butt cold, but they're not warm. And I did enjoy some really good ones. That's actually where he keeps his liquor bottles too. Because he's a very big bourbon fan. And then if it's like warmer, like I could chug a warmer beer. They're easier to shotgun and stuff like that. So it kind of just depends on the type of beer and what I'm doing with it. But like if I'm just sitting here enjoying a beer, like I want that to start at like a like refrigerated temperature.
Yeah. So the reason why I brought this up is because I didn't know. I was talking to this dude I work with, and he's like a beer connoisseur, kind of,
Okay.
and it just surprised me because like I was like, no way, there's no way I would drink that, and I was like, oh, this is a question for Drake for sure. So like, because if you go to like Belgium or like Germany, they'll serve you Guinness at that temperature. And I was like, dude, warm Guinness? No way. No
Could
way.
not do a warm. I can't even like touch a stout after it's like been sitting there for like a couple minutes.
Yeah, I just think that like it was just a weird concept for me, and I was like, I should ask Drake because like he's like the beer guy, so like he would know. But
That's me.
yeah, it's an interesting topic because like I would love to travel over there and have like one of their Guinnesses because they're different. It's just a
Yeah.
different brew. It's you know what I mean. It's not shipped across the state, so it's not fucked up and jungled around and shit. You know what I mean? It's like it to me. I feel like it would taste better. So maybe over there it'll change my mind because I don't have a choice but to drink warm beer. You know?
That is true. I
Yeah.
mean, it's definitely an experience. Like, obviously, if I'm over there, I'm not gonna be like, "Your beer's warm." I'm just fucking drink it.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
I
beggars
know
can't
we've
be
we've
choosers, right?
asked Jordan. Yeah, we've asked Jordan that question before in England.
Yeah, Jordan Purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was interesting to me. I didn't know that, and that was like a very like eye-opening thing that like, wow, we're really fucking different.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about it.
Yeah. Huh. But yeah, more you know. So I know it's a little late, because New Year's is like literally 3 weeks away, or 3 weeks ago at this point. But
Yeah.
what did you do for New Year's? Because we just haven't had an opportunity to talk about it. And how was it? Was it
I
enjoyable?
I can't say it was a great New Year's at all.
Oh
I
yeah.
had a I had a sick child, um, and so instead of me, drinking, I actually drank water on New Year's Eve.
Eh? It's probably the first
Um,
for you.
First since I've been a wee lad. Um, but like, so instead of someone getting puked on by me, I was getting puked on by my daughter. She had croup, so her cough was like a deep man's cough, and every time she coughed, it scared her. She cried, and then she would just vomit on me, like vomited all over me in my bed, all over her crib. Like she slept with me for 3 days, like next to me. So like I didn't sleep good for like 80 hours in between like the New Year's time.
Damn.
So it was just rough. And that fell into that week where we didn't even have a podcast because I was just emotionally drained.
Yeah.
Like it was a very interesting start to 2022.
I got this
I definitely
snap. He goes, fuck 2022 already, and it's 2 days in. He
but
was pissed.
but I'll definitely say, I mean, we're what, 17 days in now.
Yeah.
Um 2022 is starting to turn up. A lot of stuff coming about from toxic, a lot of
Yeah.
stuff just coming up personally. Daughter's healthy, so I'm very excited for what this year has to bring. Trying to be as optimistic as possible with everything I do. So we shall see.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's all that matters, really. Um, but one thing I have to say is that mine was very different because my buddy came into town from Colorado. So New Year's Eve, his parents threw like a little like party, like get together, because like two of their three children live out of state, and
Okay.
they came back, him being one of them. And then he came home from Colorado, like I said. And then I went over there, and then the next day, or I went home that evening, and then the next day I went over there. No, I went to my buddy's friend's house, and
Okay.
a different friend, who lives in Cuyahoga Falls. And then I stayed the night there that night, but like we went out to bars uh around there in Cuyahoga Falls, and just drank, got pretty drunk.
You drank for me.
Yeah, I wasn't driving, so um but then I took him, and so my buddy that went to Colorado, or that lives in Colorado, I took him and his girlfriend back to his parents' house so they could spend the day there, because like they don't live close.
Yeah.
They live closer to me than there, so I was like their drive home. So like we just all stayed at my buddy's house in Cuyahoga Falls, and then the next day we went to Barrio. So like it was a pretty eventful weekend, 3 day stretch. And then I also had 5 days off, which is fucking lit.
That's epic.
I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off, so it was pretty nice. Got paid for the weekdays, not the weekend days, because we don't do business on weekend days. So pretty
Right.
lit. That's a fucking ideal situation for your boy.
Dude, you killed it. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Good start to the year then.
Yeah, for me, yeah, it was pretty dope. No complaints. I mean, your situation was not ideal, but
Yeah.
at least it got better, right?
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Like, definitely could have been way worse.
For sure. Yeah. A bigger tragedy could have happened.
High five.
On my screen, it's the total opposite. Yeah. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
fucking dead.
Sick. But yeah. So do you have any like New Year's resolutions? I don't believe in them. I think they're horse shit. Because like if you want to change something in your life, you should just change it now. Why? Oh, it's our first of the year, so I could go to the gym more often. No.
I mean, I did have one mild, but it was more of like I'm gonna push myself. So it's
Yeah.
not so much a resolution, but I was like 2022. These are the things I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna improve how fast I can chug.
What a thing. Go on.
And I'm gonna get our TikTok to 10,000 followers.
Oh, while we're on it, talk about it.
So we were actually called out by the Bushlight King for a race to 10,000. We are currently at 7,500 on the follower list, and he's sitting at 6,500. And he's challenged us that he can beat us to 10,000. We're not going to let that happen.
Kyle needs to make more appearances.
Kyle needs to make more appearances.
Yeah, Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm pointing at Kyle.
Wow, right there. That thing.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
Kyle.
yeah, Kyle.
Yeah.
Delima.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, mine is to just be more relevant on social media.
Okay.
Just post, more. Twitter and Instagram, maybe a little bit of TikTok, I don't know. But it'll probably be all shorts for like my gaming stuff because I don't really have anything else. So I'll just edit videos down and make shorts out of just like small little moments that I have or whatnot. And then another one is to make more content with Toxic Shock as a group. I want to make it more group oriented. I don't want that's why I don't want to post me doing like this reactions things to this because it has no relevancy to like our brand because it's just me. You know what I mean? I don't want to me it kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a community thing where it's just one person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I think that's where, I don't know. I guess it kind of falls into like the Toxic Shock Presents.
Yeah. I get that, but so I've already done a lot of reaction stuff on the other channel too, you know what I mean? So it would just make more sense for it to go there. But I think I have some pretty cool ideas for stuff that I don't know, do I say it? Do I say what I think that we're gonna do in the future?
Like this thing?
Sure. I don't that thing is. What?
The thing that we keep trying to do, but we can't do because we don't know how to edit our own TikToks with the metal.
Yeah, that. Dude, that shit pisses me off. I fucking hate TikTok.
I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm sure I just need to have someone teach me what I'm doing wrong to make that type of shit.
I should learn how. I should just watch YouTube videos on it. I watch enough YouTube videos already, so why not just learn how to do it? Because
True.
If we could do that, oh my god, dude, we would have
That
so
could get
much
us to 10K easily.
We would have so much YouTube content.
Yeah.
So much. Just ridiculous. Because instead because if you guys don't know, I normally get there at 7.
Yeah.
And then we could just start recording at 7:30 and shit, and then just go until we are done at 9,
Yeah.
Or do we need to start at 9, so 8:30 ish we need to be done doing that type of stuff. But yeah, that would help the TikTok content creation a lot more because we just would react to new songs coming out and stuff like that. React loose term there. It's not what it is at all. But yeah, that and like the YouTube content stuff that I have, like the Spotify greater than or less than stuff.
Yeah.
Which would be sick because then we could just do just straight metal. We could do pop. We could do R&B. We could just look at like the most random breed of like ICP, blah blah blah, and it's just a game who gets more points, and then that's it. Or what I also would like to do is draw an image from memory, and so we get like 30 seconds to look at an image. And then we just have to try and recreate it in like an hour or after like 3 beers. You know what I mean? Just like dumb shit. You know how fun that would be? Like, and I was thinking about doing that for stream, but then I was like, hey, first off, no one's going to be there for stream. And second off, it would be funnier with another person right there who can recreate the drawing on a like a piece of paper right next to each other, and we're just drawing. Like, no, you can't look over here, you shitter.
Look at my fucking paper, bro.
Yeah. Like, you know how fun that would be? That would be lit. So,
dude, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm hardcore down.
Yeah, so I just think like being more creative is like another New Year's resolution that I have that I would like to do. So I think the YouTube stuff would be great because then we can make shorts out of it too. Or
right.
Or
well, that's where I was talking about. I was talking about trying to figure out how to like kind of screen grab some of our actual podcasts and pop them on TikTok.
Yeah,
try and get people to our YouTube channel.
Unfortunately, it's not going to work the way you want it to.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'll figure something out.
Yeah, I mean, I could edit them in Premiere, and then we could do it like that, but that's just going to be a little bit more work that I have to do, which is fine. I just have to schedule it in like throughout my day. You know what I mean? It's not like that big of a deal. I also have been lazy on that on my side too. So that's why like my New Year's resolution is to like New Year's resolution. It's just something I got to start doing, like posting more on TikTok or in Twitch or not Twitch, Twitter and stuff like that about like, hey, I'm going live this day. Try and be there. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Trying to gain some followers on like my Twitter and Instagram, and TikTok will do its own thing because TikTok is volatile right now. So you know what I mean? You have the right tag in it. Someone thinks you're funny or good, they'll just follow you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like mindless. Like you scroll, you like, you scroll, you like, you scroll, you like really like that, and then you follow, like type of thing.
Well, and it's crazy though. Like I've had some messages where people are so grateful that I followed them back. They're like, "Wow, I can't believe you followed me back. Like I watch your videos all the time. You're such a great creator." And I'm like, "Hey."
Yeah.
Like it's like heartfelt, and it's cool that what we do, even if it just hits one person, like that if it can bring joy to their life just to see our faces pop up on their screen, like it's seriously so awesome.
Yeah, and like that's like the whole thing. Like I would like to make money from this, don't get me wrong, but I think making good quality content is better in my opinion, and I would rather have that than someone, you know, just to be like, "Oh, you make really good content," kind of. Or your content shit.
Right.
Blah, I'm like, whatever, you gave me a view, type thing.
Right.
Versus like, oh, all it is buckets of money. Like I don't want it to be like that, because if you don't have fun doing it, there's no longevity with it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because content creation can be a slippery slope, meaning like, oh, I only got 10 views this week.
Yeah.
Versus, oh, I got 1,000, and you're like, now, like, dude, we got to get 1,500, and then it's not 1,500, it's 3,000, and then it's 3,000 to 10,000, and like you're constantly doing that, and that's the only reason why you're making YouTube content or TikTok or whatever type of content that you're making, then it's just, you kind of lose like, well, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you've got me out of that slump a couple times already.
yeah, because like I said, like I started making YouTube content like consistently from like past live streams about a year ago. And I don't think any of the content that I have put out there is good at all because it's not what I want it to be. Right?
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of time in editing, and I'm just wanting to get through like all the streams and stuff that I had and whatnot. So all that stuff's posting, and it'll be done posting the first week of March.
Got you.
But right now is the time where I need to start like creating something so that way once a week I can put out like a funny video because I have time to do that now because like I'm done editing that type of stuff. And that's like the concept with us. I would like us to do more content where like we are able to play games or we're able to do something. So maybe I just thought of it now and don't throw it out. Think about it. What if we do this? What?
Let's reach into your screen.
Oh,
I'm ready. Well, you haven't even told me yet.
Yeah, but oh, you're gonna hold hands. But we do the podcast like this, and then once a week we play games or we just make content that's not the podcast because I feel like this format doesn't do bad.
This actually has been like fun.
Well, and it helps that it's just two people because we're not constantly talking over each other, and we're able to, because since we go live so late at night as well, I don't have to drive 45 minutes home, and we can spend a different day like a Sunday or whatever creating content,
doing content
for
and
other
then you
places.
can actually also appear on TikTok live with me instead of it always just being me or like other people with me. Like you could actually make a TikTok appearance.
Yeah. So if that's the way we want to do it from now on, but like I said, that's something that we need to talk about like privately a little bit too, because like it's not just like it's a huge like change. Yeah, because I literally just was like, well, what if we do it like this? Because we could just make so much better stuff if we had more time.
Well, and like the funny thing is like I can catch you off guard like this too.
Oh,
like you don't know, like I could like have something right here and just be like, and you wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, or me like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while I have this out, I've started a pop collection, kind of.
Do you still want me to? Am I still saving Resident Evil for you?
Yeah, I can actually start paying on that because I'm not going to give you the amount of money allotted for that. Not going to be a thing. But yes, I would like to have it. Yeah. Because I'm going to try and collect as many Naruto pops as possible.
Did I start your Naruto pop addiction?
You did not, no. But the one that you gave me, I still own. Yes. It's not because of you I started buying them. I was just like, oh, this Garland looks sweet. And I was like, oh, I want Minato now. Fuck. So now, like, I have 6 Naruto pops, which is unfortunate because I was like, I'm not a pop person. And now I'm like, I'm a pop person, bitch. So that's a thing that happened. But yeah, I have all the Rick and Morty from you.
Yeah.
I have 4 Ruby ones, which are up there, which I'm not gonna fuck with the camera to see because it's not that big of a deal. And then I have like, I have 5 currently, and 2 more on the way, Naruto ones. And then I have a Bleach one, which is a Renji one, which is pretty fucking sweet too. But I'm keeping
Awesome.
them all in the boxes.
Okay.
And I have like protection, like protectors. Like it's so glossy because I have like a case over them.
The soft shield protectors.
No, these are like thick. These are thick.
Yeah, but those are considered the soft shield.
Like they're pretty fucking titties.
Yeah, so those are what I have on some here. I'll show you. This is why I'm calling it the soft. I'll show you the hard.
Oh, you're talking about like the case. I know what he's talking about because like there's ones that have like thick ass cases like that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, like these are the pop hard cases.
Okay.
So there's those are considered soft shell cases.
Okay. Yeah, the soft shell ones. I'm not getting that fucking crazy into it.
Yeah, because that's what like I have like Venoms in one of them soft ones.
Okay. That's
But like this pops like 100. I think it's like 130 right now.
You should put it in that fucking hard one. What the hell?
Well, no, that hard one is I gotta put my $200 Batman in that.
Oh.
Seamus actually just gave me that case.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not like super like, oh, they gotta be in like pristine condition. Oh, I don't give a fuck. I just want them to like last. Because like I plan to move and stuff. I don't want them to get like fucked up and like ding too bad at least.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, some of those Rick and Morty ones you gave me, like those cases were like the best. But I mean, they were also probably like on clearance at like GameStop or some shit, and then you know what I mean.
Well, yeah.
Or like at
they
Hot
also
Topic.
were. Yeah. I don't even know.
I mean, I'm not mad about any of the ones I got. Like the Weiss, I have a Weiss one, which is a Ruby character, and she, the case is cracked in half. Like the thing, it's like split like up the side like this, like on both sides. I'm like, what the fuck? How did that even happen, bro?
That's crazy.
It's probably happened in transit.
Well, sometimes you can actually hit different sites, and you can get paint flaw and or damaged box. Like I've gotten like some gems where just the box is fucked up.
Oh.
I take it out of a box anyways. So like some of those, let's just say it's Naruto, and it's like a common. Say it's like an $8 pop. Sometimes you get it for like $3 if the box is all messed up.
I'll have to check that out. I'll have to get that site from you because I would like to own most of the Naruto ones. I have two. So one of them's on the way, and then I have another one that's really cool. It's a Kakashi one. I don't know if you know who Kakashi is.
I'm assuming he's in that show.
Yeah, Kakashi.
Oh, he looks kind of cool.
You can't tell he has the mask on the side of his head, but the chase is him wearing the mask. So I was like, I don't really need the chase because it's like a difference of like $70, and I was like, I'm good.
Oh yeah. Some chases are a difference of $700.
Yeah, I was like 70, not worth it, not paying it.
No, fuck no.
Yeah, you got me fucked up.
But that's where like so the point of a chase is so like
the rarity.
You're supposed to be able to just walk in a store and you see one. Oh shit, I got the Grail. But like people take it as cool. I'm gonna grab every chase I find and resell them.
Yeah, because they're a bunch of dickheads.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I don't really care. It's not really that big of a deal to me currently.
But I mean, that's helpful for me for like, birthday, Christmas, that type of stuff. I can get you like grails. Like I can get you like a grail pop.
Yeah, so I have that note, right, that I have all my records and stuff. I'll probably just add pops at the bottom of it that I own. So that way, because I know that's something easy for everyone to get me, because like I'm kind of hard to buy for, because like I don't openly be like, yo, this is what I want, blah blah blah. Like I don't ever do that ever. Like that's not a thing to me. So that would help in the long run with that because like I don't really present like, oh, I need this or I want this. That's not something
Right.
because I don't think about things like that. I'm like, oh, I would like that. Like I'm at home, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. I would like that.
Yeah.
Adds to cart. Or I could get
It's
like a
mine
wish
now.
list. I could get like a wish list on like Amazon or some shit. I guess it kind of sells out. So too, I don't know. Yeah, the note would
Who knows?
probably be better. Of like
Yeah,
what
just
I
saying
own.
like which ones you own, and then if it's one we see that's not on it, like ooh,
Yeah,
ooh, ooh, ooh.
yeah. So I could do that. Yeah, why not? Easier the better for me.
Right.
Yeah, for
Me on
everybody
the other
actually.
hand, I can't write down all of mine.
Oh yeah, you're 9,000 pops. I only have like 15.
Bro, I only have 700.
Okay, $9,000 worth. Like 12 actually.
17.
What the fuck? Yeah. But yeah, so what's your favorite thing to do in the snow?
Stay out of it.
Okay. Mine's
No, I'm kidding.
clearly not shoveling because that sucks. Yeah, it was terrible.
So I used to really enjoy skiing, and then I became lazy, and I just haven't gotten to. I think I haven't skied in longer than you've been snowboarding. Am I right?
Yeah, so he said he was 19 when he started, or like the last time he skied, right? So that would be 13 years ago. 14?
14.
Oh,
I'm 33.
yeah. Oh, okay, I guess, yeah. Uh, I did know that. I just still did the math wrong. Uh, but I have been snowboarding for 13 years. Yeah, which is insane to think about.
Right.
Um, and I would love to go travel more and go to like more like obscure places. Um, Meaning like Colorado. I've been to Salt Lake City and snowboarded there. Would love to go to Japan to snowboard or Canada. Canada would be sweet too.
That would be pretty slick.
Yeah, because Canada's close to us, especially because like it's only like a 5 hour drive to cross the border. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
just
that's
depends what part.
yeah. So like it's not like a 24-hour flight to Japan. You know what I mean? It's only
Way more
like
achievable.
it's
Yeah.
it's like a maybe a 3, 4 to 5 hour flight to Canada somewhere, which would be
True.
lit. So I mean that's close. I would love to go there to snowboard. I know some Canadians that probably don't snowboard or ski, but I could meet up with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So or just anywhere, dude. Like I didn't know there was snowboarding in Japan. And
Yeah, dude,
that's
I had no clue.
yeah, there is, dude. There's some sweet fucking places there. Um, I would love to go to like Switzerland. That would be lit. Anywhere in America would be sweet too. Like New
Anywhere that
Hampshire.
isn't Ohio.
Well, you got to think they're not mountains. It's a hill.
Right.
Yeah, so and it's like $50 a time to go out, and I'm like, I don't want to. It's not fun to me. And it's also not fun because it's like cool to go like every once in a while, but it's not like fun to me to like be like, yeah, let's go every weekend. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that.
True.
Seven Springs, on the other hand, is a lot different, and that's in PA. It's only like a 2.5 hour car ride ish.
Yeah, I haven't been to Seven Springs in a while. That was actually the last place I went. It was either Seven Springs or Peak and Peak. One of those was my last one. I can't remember which one.
I can't even remember which one I went to. I think it was Seven Springs because I think
Because
Peak and Peak's a little further into PA.
Peak and Peak's in New York.
Okay, so then yeah, Seven Springs is in PA.
Okay.
So Peak and Peak is not close then. It's like 5 hours.
Peak and Peak is fun. They have that half pipe.
I would never do that.
I didn't say I did it. They just have one.
I would
There's
just
a jump. There's a jump at the end, and it hurts when you fall.
Did you case
Uh,
a yard
uh,
sale?
so the one time I did this, and I did this.
And
So it wasn't
fell
even that I cased it. I just
and fell
like my body
sideways.
said no.
Did you lose both your skis?
Yeah, a lot of times.
Yard sale. He goes, "Fuck you, motherfucker! I hate you." Oh shit. Yeah. Good thing with a snowboard, when you fall, you keep it. Bad thing is you keep it because it hurts like fuck. I would like to get snow blades though.
Same, dude. Bro, I want snowblades so bad.
They're so hard though.
And they're expensive.
Well, skis in general are expensive, but you can
Those
get
snowboards, yeah. But
well, yeah. I mean, I spent boots, bindings, and board. I spent like $1,500, like 500 a piece, pretty much.
damn, son.
Yeah, I think it was like 600 for my boots because I got boots that were really good. Because if I were to get a different snowboard or whatever, I could just keep those boots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I was like, well, I'll invest there. My board was like $400, and then my bindings were like $350. So pretty much $1,500. Not quite. It was like $1,350, but with like snow gear and like I need to get a helmet and like different goggles because the goggles I have are getting old because I've had them
Okay.
since I literally started snowboarding. But like I got a whole snowsuit that matches, you know what I mean? And I got overalls. Get overalls because you won't get snow in your body and down your fucking pants.
That's
100% the
definitely
way
a
to
good
go.
point. Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to wear bibs, it's fucking dumb as shit. And then I'm like, yeah, no, that's totally the way. I was trying to be a Macho Man Randy Savage, and it was just like not worth it. It's
Yeah.
just don't be cool. Just be fucking intelligent, because when you're fucking with snow and you get underwear in your ass crack, you're like, oh my god, I have a literal turdsicle. so yeah, not worth at all. Just wear the bibs and be corny. People can laugh at me all day, but I'm warm and you're not, so
You're not wrong.
yeah.
So
Yeah. But I would love to go with you to like shit, I forgot the Brandywine or Boston Mills. So like it's cool because like we have like the best place to start skiing and snowboarding.
yeah,
But
it's just simple.
It's also the worst because like if you ever want to
Nice as
get
shit.
if you want to get any better at it ever, you can't here. It's just like once you learn how to stand, it's pretty much it. It's pretty much all you got. Yeah.
Yep.
But snowshoes would be, or not snowshoes, snow blades.
Yeah.
I want so bad.
I want to invest in some snowblades.
Yeah.
Like I really want those.
Yeah.
Like I think that I would actually go like, hopefully a couple times a year.
Yeah. The reason I want them is because like when you like I wanted to travel, right? I would snowboard a couple days and then I would snowblade the rest. Because like snowboarding is an inconvenience if everyone else skis. Because they have to wait on you. Granted, I have flow straps, which are super nice. But flow straps are just like straps that like you strap in, you pop the back out, and then you just slide your foot out, but they stayed strapped the whole time. So you just slide your foot in, pop the back up, latch it, you're good to go. Instead of like having to fuck with this shit, you just go doop, and then flip, and then you're set. Yeah, so that's why I got those, and that's why they were so expensive.
I mean, that makes sense. It makes it easier though in the long run.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes they get too tight, and then you have to fucking do your bindings and shit, and some dog shit.
Bullshit.
But you don't really have to. You don't really have to fuck with them. I'm sure there's a way to like lock it. I could probably just get like a rubber band and rubber band it so that way like it can't go past that point, which would probably be something that I should do, because like they have like little notches in it, so the rubber band theoretically shouldn't move, right?
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah. So that way like they can't get any tighter than what I need, so that way they don't get like fucked up. Sometimes people hit your boards and shit, and that shit pisses me off. Yeah.
Knock them out.
I just cut them with the board. It's just,
right.
Just yeah, just because it's got like a sharp edge on it. Don't do that. That's not a thing that people should do. but it is a real thing. Yeah. So there's this thing with Marvel 2022 coming up, and I don't know shit about Marvel 2022 at all.
Oh, hold on. I gotta grab something real quick. Much better.
I just need you to say, Rachel! I just need you to say, Rachel!
Rachel!
Which is from Batman, but whatever.
I know.
I just thought it'd be funny to mix up the universes.
It's always a fun time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel cross-eyed right now.
You look like a fish. Legit. I don't. That's kind of fucked. That's hilarious. But yeah. So what's going on with this Marvel experience?
Yeah. So in 2022, it's kind of been leaked what's going to be coming out. It's very hard to read my screen.
Use your dominant eye.
All right. So here's what we're looking at for obviously rumored. There's never an exact date at this point. So spring 2022, rumored March 30th is when we're going to be getting Moon Knight. May 6th is when we're getting the new Doctor Strange.
Lit.
She-Hulk is going to be coming early summer. I Am Groot is going to be coming summer. Also, some of these could be TV shows. Some of them are movies. It doesn't like declare to me. Yeah. Obviously, What If Season 2 is coming out in June or July. We've got Thor Love and Thunder coming out July 8th, which is the one that's going to introduce Lady Thor.
Oh, hell yeah.
We've got Miss Marvel coming out summer 22, somewhere between August and September. Not to be confused with Captain Marvel. Definitely a different one. And then we have Secret Invasion coming out in fall. We have Werewolf by Night coming out Halloween. We have Black Panther Wakanda Forever coming out in November. And then Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special coming out in the holiday area. So I thought that's pretty exciting because that's a lot of content coming out this year for Marvel, between like Disney Plus, the theaters, like all that fun stuff. So, I had to be made sure I was suited up. Sorry, I don't have my shield, but
Bushlight Man. Yeah. I mean, you could have been your shield. Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited for the Doctor Strange. I need to watch Black Widow because I still have yet to do that. But and all of the Venom movies, haven't watched either of those.
And you still need to see Eternals, which just got onto Disney Plus. You need to see Shang-Chi.
Yep.
You need to see the new Spider-Man.
Yep. Which I probably won't watch any of these because I don't have access to Disney Plus. But
Come here. Come here.
I could, yeah. But then we're gonna waste content time.
Yeah.
You're like, motherfucker, dude.
Motherfucker, dude.
Dude. Yeah, so I need to watch a lot of things, unfortunately. Because it's just not, I don't have access to it. Well, I have access to all the movies because they're all on Prime 100%, so I can rent them, right? Or whatever I need to do.
Yeah.
Or I could just get Disney Plus, which I barely use Hulu at this point. So I might as well just get Disney Plus at this point.
I just been told I need to go see that new Spider-Man.
Yeah, I heard it was really good too. I mean, I don't watch or follow anybody that talks about Marvel on any social media, so I'm not worried literally at all on a spoiler.
True.
Yeah, so good for me, I guess. But they're also probably trying to put out so much content because they missed like an entire year and a half of putting out content. So
yeah, because they all fall behind for the most part.
Yeah, so they were probably really close to making a bunch of it work and put out into theaters and whatnot. But then they just couldn't because of, COVID and the apocalypse happening currently. So yeah. Cosplay. I did a 20 or not a 24, a 12, why do I keep saying that? A 12-hour Wheelix cosplay Sunday, yesterday. Literally yesterday. So I had some technical difficulties because my internet just stopped working, like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because I wish I could have, just had it as one video. But it's two. But I played Smite, which was the character that I played as, and I will insert a picture of me in the video that I am talking about right now. So I will insert a picture of me dressed up as the cat. Okay. So so that way I remember I wrote it down. So go watch it at the hour and 10-minute mark. And then you'll see me dressed up as a cat pretty much. I have the ears right here. See, this is why it's nice because I can just be like, yeah. I don't know if you can hear that.
I can hear it.
They'll definitely hear it because I know my mic is ultra sensitive right now.
Was so sensitive, honey.
Yeah, so I dressed up as a cat, painted my nose, painted my face. It was kind of funny. Wasn't too thrilled because I don't know how women wear makeup because I touch my face way too much. I had that shit all over my hands and I had to leave several times to wash it off my hands. And
I saw that it was on your lip at one point.
Didn't know. Never knew.
It was right here. Right in the beginning.
It's probably because I touched my nose and I went like this or something. And then it was just on my face. So that's lit. Didn't even know. So I probably had that on my lip for the entire stream. But I at one point went and redid the nose makeup. And I figured to just use my finger to put it on. And then I took Q-tips and I wiped off the access that I fucked up. Because I was like, I don't know. I've never done any of this shit ever in my life. Right. I don't know what makeup is. I'm bald. I don't even have to do my hair. What do you mean? Right. So that's a thing. But I am thinking about going to get my beard touched up at a guy,
a
barber, yeah, and get it so that way it fades a little bit. It's also really red in this camera. Really red. Yeah, I have the gingerest beard ever, but I don't have brown hair, or I don't have red hair. I have brown hair. If you ever see it grow on my sides, it's really, really dark brown.
You have gingivitis.
I think it's just because I'm Irish. Oh, but I don't know my nationality. I literally have no idea. Couldn't tell you. Wish I could. If not, then I have no fucking clue. Why it's red, that is. But I played some Smite, which was the character that I cosplayed as a Wheelix. Um, and then I played Vanguard, and then I played Oblivion, and my Kiti, my Khajiit a Wheelix. So it was, yeah, like that was the whole idea for me to do, but I just started playing multiplayer games. Well, and I was like, I should probably play uh Smite to give back and kind of like show. And I played one game as a Wheelix, and I was like, can't play her because this god is terrible. Or goddess is terrible. And then I just started playing Smite with people, and then I hopped into Vanguard with people. So like it was just like a cool, fun community stream. Quite a few people showed up. It was lit.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then I need to get better at pinning comments. So on YouTube, you can pin comments, and it'll stay in like the comment section the whole time. And then it's just like use commands, or if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you like and whatever, just little things like that. Or like, hey, check out the new podcast, because like I still promote it, and like on on my gaming channel, I have that as a channel that's like I'm affiliated with, which is Toxic Shop.
Right.
So if people ever see it, like click on like my profile, it's the first thing that comes up. So hopefully we get some subscribers there like that. Just, I mean, even if it's like one or two.
Truth.
But the reaction videos and like the beer stuff is what's getting us the most traction on YouTube right now. We're at 68 subscribers right now, which is cool, which is a little update. And we're almost at like $20 on the on the podcast money that we've made, have accumulated. Awesome. So it's pretty lit too.
I dig it.
Yeah. You got anything else you want to talk about, guy? Sir? Mr. Americas?
Captain Insano is good for the night.
Captain Insano is allowed to go night-night. Boners. Deuces.